that beat, cause it's about to drop. The Rockets is the 09 jump off. Yeah, your last name Pan, first name Peter. I know you see me playing and you want me to teach you, but I say elevated so that all God's creatures can hear me shout it out like my name is Aretha. Getting R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Fly by, see the looks on your faces, cause I'm in full E-F-F-E-C-T. Jet setting on a daily basis. David F. Man, you don't stop. David. Mr. Captain, yeah, I'm an ace pilot, yeah, I wanna spin my wings and fly to all the people in coach, yeah, and to my first class folks, yeah, we'll show you how to scrape the sky, yeah. As the curvature of the earth takes shape, fly fast forward like a videotape and no cape, just follow my jet stream, proud in the clouds on the boom in your precinct, I'll have no trampoline, black box in the pocket of my jet jeans, shine with the stars so bright, even NYC sees me, get that. I see London, I see France, now ladies bounce in my turbulence. Drop down from the sky like manna, all the way from Alabama to Copacabana, back to the west side where I reside. So, excuse me, do you care if I jump to the ball and take to the skies? We D-minus 10 to let the hook fly. David F. Man, you don't stop. David, you don't stop. He came to rock it till the city takes off. Mr. Captain, yeah, I'm an ace pilot, yeah, I wanna spin my wings and fly to all the people in coach, yeah, and to my first class folks, yeah, we'll show you how to scrape the sky. Hot, sicker than your average, down like goose and I'm fly like Maverick, with a savage attack in a mouth like a mash, spitting fuego, homie, it ain't tricking if it's magic illusions. Indubitably juvenile, my crew can do it and we do it well. Rock around the clock all across the nation, got a lot of sky miles and a reputation of making earthquakes every time we land. Cause stopping in an option or a part of the plan. Fools get to fuming while I'm running on jet fuel. Now pay close attention cause I'm ready to let you know what I'm all about, child. I got that style that you come to love, and I'ma stay fly till the day I die, spitting fresh to death from above. Get it, David F. Man, you don't stop. David, you don't stop. We came to rock it till the city takes off. Mr. Captain, yeah, I'm an ace pilot, yeah, I wanna spin my wings and fly to all the people in coach, yeah, and to my first class folks, yeah, we'll show you how to scrape the sky.
Afternoon, everybody. That was Scrape the Sky by... Oh. No, stop. That was Scrape the Sky by Can't Stop, Won't Stop. And speaking of, we are going to draft considerably. A lot, hopefully. And hopefully do well. There's a 5K draft open starting tomorrow. Actually, I bet it's already in the client. It is not in the client yet. Where the goal, for me at least, is to try to repeat what I did 2 weeks ago in the Exhibition Open. And that is to try and make top 4 to get that Worlds invite, or at least cash and make top 8. Top 16 would also be fine for the LCQ. So, I've got one more draft ticket. Spent some of my own hard-earned dollars to get some of the draft tickets in the store. I think that promotion is actually still ongoing. Yep, you can still spend 2,000 gems, just under $20, to get 5 free draft tickets, which is a screaming good deal. So, enough faffing about. We're going to go ahead and hop into a draft. Okay. I am blocking the cards. Let me move myself. That'll do. That will do. You don't need to see how much gold I have. So our rare is Amar, Dark Summoner. She's a very powerful constructed card. Making your units cost 2 less, but they get -2, -1 is really comborific. I've seen it played against me once in draft and they curved it into Hypnotic Siren, the 5 Shadow 4/4 flyer that you can amplify 2 to Madness. However, in this case, it just was play a 2/1 and then play a 3/4 flyer. Or was it? No, it was 3/4 flyer because they had a Hornet Plenty. That's what it was. So that was way too good. Reset the Day. I'm not even considering this card. This card is way too slow for the format. Stonescar Blueprints is interesting. Then there's Valkyrie Station. I don't think this card is particularly good. Remember the first time I drafted this set, I opened this card, I tried to draft it, and it didn't work out. So we're looking at the rares, and as far as the rares are concerned, or not the rares, the commons, there's a Rune of Flame, which is a power. It's depleted. Unless you've played a Sigil this game, which in draft you're going to be able to do pretty consistently. And then you can pay 5 to play Char, which is deal 2 damage to an enemy. Pardon me. Those are reliable troops. They're 1/1 with Valor. Valor means that whenever it's blocked by a unit, it gets +1/+1, and it continues to get that for each other unit blocking it. Shadowpath Intimidator is also good. It either mills someone for 2, or it makes someone not block. Both of which are pretty strong. And there's also Stormhawk Concoction. I don't think I'm first picking Stormhawk Concoction. Not only is it multi-faction, you kind of need the right... You need to have that kind of almost fall in your lap depending on what you open. So, it's between Troops, Intimidator, and Rune of Flame for me. I literally just hit 7 wins with a Rakano deck, so I'm feeling like I want to try something different. So I think I'm going to just take Intimidator. All this pack is pretty medium, in my opinion. I'd be happy to play a deck with Rune of Flame, Intimidator, or Reliable Troops. And I did also hit some with the Stormhawk Concoction deck, but I think I'm just going to take Intimidator. You need a lot of 2s in this format. This format is very aggressive. Okay. So the rare's missing, and we get 2 sets of blueprints. The Huru blueprints and the Elysian blueprints, neither of which are Shadow. There's Conspire, which either plays a Sigil from your deck, or in this format kind of draws you a Rune, or dual land, or dual power. The Shadow card is Leatherhide, which is fine. It's unexciting, but it's fine. But I think the best card in the pack is just Ursa Squadron. This card is very, very powerful. It basically is unblockable in the early game, unless you play the right defenses up. I think it's just Ursa Squadron here, so we are going to take it, I think. Hold on. Okay. It looked like my audio wasn't working. It might be because my mic was too far away from me. So, now that the mic's closer and the gain's a little higher, I'll repeat what I said, in case anyone didn't hear me. Blueprints are interesting, but they're not Shadow, so they don't go with Intimidator. I'm not interested in Conspire this early. Leatherhide's fine, but it is replaceable. So I'm going to take Ursa Squadron. It's one of the best commons in the set, so that is what I'm going to do. Alright, lots of cards here. No Shadow cards, so Shadow may be getting cut. There's also a Blitz Stone here, which I think is the best card in the pack. I don't want to draft Rakano, but it keeps happening. I'm also considering like the Rune of Flame or the Reliable Troops. I'm going to just take this Blitz Stone. We're not married to the Shadowpath Intimidator. It's not a card that I'm particularly interested in that much. I'm just going to take this Blitz Stone here and move on with my life. Alright. So, Deep Cover Operative is just fine. Being a 2/2 is a little bit of a liability. There's Elysian Blueprints, which we are not that too far interested in. Wild Osprey is the best primal card in the pack, but we don't have any primal cards either. I also think it's worse than Nurturing Sentinel, which is the only time card in the pack. There's also a Detonation Cannon, which is just fine. And there's also an Awakened Instigator. I have won some games with Awakened Instigator. The +3 strength it gets is real, but it does require a little bit of help to get through only having 2 health. So I think I'm more interested in taking Detonation Cannon over the Instigator, the Osri, or the Operative. then I guess we're just Rakano, unless something else changes, and we can't play this Ursa Squadron. But with Blitzstone and Detonation Cannon, I'm pretty happy with my start. Although I probably could take the Instigator as well. I'm just going to take that cannon. Okay, so there's Stalking Assassin is the only uncommon. You can pay 1, discard a card, and you get to drain the opponent for 3. They deal 3, you gain 3. That's a great discard outlet. We're not in that deck per se, and again, the Shadowpath Intimidator, while there is one here, I'm not sure if it's better. Well, I could take Queen's Elite, which is Fire and Justice. And it's very good if you can attack with 2 units, but I guess I'm not super committed to Justice or anything for that matter, so I should probably just take the best card. And I think the best card is actually just Stalking Assassin here. Yeah, we can just take Stalking Assassin. It's the best card in the pack. Yeah, we'll just take that. Alright, and now we get a Insane Justice card. Off-book Officer. I used it for its 1/1 deputy, or the Steadfast Deputy once. This is very powerful and works great with the Fire Overwhelm tricks. I'm not interested in Agile Strike. Glint Pathcutter is also very good, but I don't think it's better than Off-book Officer. So we'll say Off-book Officer. Okay, so it's no shadow cards. We've got Invisible Wall, which is great if you are defensive. I don't think we're very defensive. Like, we've got Ursa Squadron, Off-book Officer as our Justice cards. There's Lava Burst, which 6 is a lot, but dealing 6 damage is pretty good. I have won and lost to that card. Otherwise, I'm looking at Blood Spear Foot Soldier and Fire. Just 3/1 for Valor. There's also Spear Frenzy Warrior, which is also just fine. I did have one draft where I made this like a 13-12 thanks to Warcry bonuses, so I'm not really considering either of the Primal cards. So I think I'm taking one of these 3 Fire cards. And I'm going to need a critical number of 2s, whether I'm playing Argenport, which is Shadow Justice, Rakano, which is Justice Fire, or Stone Scar, which is Fire Shadow. So I think I'm going to take the first Foot Soldier over the first Spear Frenzy Warrior. Sorry, Lava Burst, I'm very fond of you, but not there yet. Okay, this is going to be a much easier pick. Fire does appear to be open somewhat. Sure, there's a Rune of Illusion if we end up playing Shadow. Ghost Form is a way to end games. I predicted this card would end a lot of the games in the draft, and I was correct. Diplomatic Community isn't great. I don't think I have the right setup for it. Spiny Grenadin is interesting, but it's not a 1-drop I want. I did say I wanted 1 Spear Frenzy Warrior. However, none of them are better than a Noah's Fury. If you've ever played with Rapid Shot in Eternal, it's the Shadow version of this, except it's the power bonus is +4, and you only get the power bonus in the quick draw until end of turn. This leaves your unit with +2 strength, which is very important in Fire, to help get through big blockers, and it just lets you win a combat. Alright, none of these cards are particularly interesting. None of them are in our factions. I guess I'll take Prism Stone. It can help us. It can help splash if we need to, although we're not really set up in factions to splash. Okay, here is a split point. I could take another Shadowpath Intimidator, or I could take this Rampaging Commando, and I'm leaning towards Commando. If I take Commando, then all I've got are 2 Shadow cards and 2 Justice cards, and I'm mostly Fire. And Rampaging Commando has played pretty well for me. Well, I liked 1 in Noah's Fury. I will definitely take a 2nd in Noah's Fury. And then, well, Spiny Grenadin is not a card I want to play. So I think overall we're in a pretty good spot, and it looks like we have a good reason to commit to one of our factions, which is Warband Chieftain. It's just a 5-power 5/5, which, when it dies, gives another one of your units +5 strength. So I think this is going to be the pick. Hey, Catilia, welcome to the stream. Other cards that I would be considering here are Fatal Misstep. It only hits things that come into play this turn, but it still is something that you'll want in your shadow decks. Curator Spear is also interesting, however, I'm not interested in taking it here. So yeah, I'm going to take this Warband Chieftain. We could end up just splashing this, thanks to like the Prism Stone, in a Rakano deck, because it is a fantastic top end. But we'll see if we end up playing this Ursa Squadron or this Off-Book Officer. Okay, so we've got the Rare's Argos Technique. We're very far away from this card. I also don't think we have 1, 2, 3. Oh, we have 4 soldiers, so we could technically try and splash that. There's an Isolate, which has been middling in my experience. A lot of this format is attacking with 2 units or multiple units. You're very rarely attacking with 1 unless you're doing something like Stormhawk Concoction. Hey Vinny, welcome. Thank you. Desert Alchemist might be the best card in the pack. They recently added this to the draft packs. It is a 2/1 Deadly Ambush with Plunder, so this is something that is very good if you are timed. The cards that I'm considering right now are Hot Blood Barbarian. It's 2/1 Berserk, so you can attack with it twice one turn, and then it has to attack every turn after that. And then you can discard a card to draw a Temper, which just deals 1 damage, and this card is pretty good. It helps snipe off other, like, Blood Spearfoot soldiers on the other end, or Rampaging Commandos. There's also Bannerman, which may be the safer pick. I can always play Bannerman, and it can help fix our influence. But I think it's between Bannerman, Barbarian, and Isolate, personally. But we could just take the Bannerman. It is a 2-drop, we need 2s. And I've got Anoa's Furies and Bloodstones and Death Cannons as pseudo removal. We'll need some actual removal, like we want to find topples in the 4th pack. I'll just take the Bannerman here, I think. It'll make our splashes a little easier. Okay, so there is an Into the Furnace, which, speaking of removal, deals 2 damage, and if I have a Grenadin, which I have 0 of at the moment, it deals 4 damage instead. It's also just a replicated Sellsword. All my removal is 2 damage right now, or it's in combat. And since I have no Grenadin, Into the Furnace, well, no Grenadin. I don't really have a lot of ways of making it deal 4. There's also Rapid Shot, which, as mentioned before, this is the temporary version of Anoa's Fury, so I already have 2 of this effect already, so I'm not super interested in that. I might just take the Sellsword. Having Regen is really good, and then having the ability to Plunder, I think, is really good in general. Sure, there's not a lot of it in this format, but... This is close. I've got 8 units already. I guess we can take the Sellsword. Well... I'll take the Sellsword. I might overvalue Plunder, but I think that it's very powerful. Okay, so here is... I think we're going to take Combust. Combust is, you know, sack a unit to kill a unit. We don't have any units that actually like being sacrificed, but we can find some of those. Otherwise, I'm taking like the Furnace or the Magma Javelin, but this is just hard removal. I also like it over taking Cull the deck, which would also be pretty decent, as well as Incineration, which is not very good. I think I'll just take Combust here. I think we'll cut our Justice cards. Here I'm going to take Scavenging Vulture. It's a flyer, and it's going to be a 2/1 most of the time. Perfect. Execute is exactly what we're looking for. It's more hard removal. We do have to get the unit to be exhausted, which is going to be difficult in some situations, but kill anything, deal 2 to them, that's exactly what this deck's going to want to do. I'll take Granite Acolyte here. She's either a 4/1 by herself, or she can make another one of your attacking units, which we should have at least a 2-drop in play. Like, slapping this on a Scavenging Vulture is going to be really good. Earthly Grenadin is not great. It's almost always a 1-for-1, but I'm going to take Spirit Drain. I'm not excited about it, but... Gaudy Showman, perfect. Just exhaust an enemy unit. Help our units get through. Also is a really great target with Anoa's Fury. We'll take Dusthuff Brawler. I don't think we want to play it. I will take and play a Devour, and I'll take Oasis Sanctuary because somebody has to. Okay, let's see what we got here. We've got Withering Witch as the rare. We're kind of far away from that, but each undamaged enemy's health becomes 1. Okay, if I'm not splashing Withering Witch, there's a Cull the Deck, there's a Rally, which is just +2 to strength to all my units, as well as another Vulture. I actually don't mind taking Cull the Deck here. I'm not missing out on much with a Vulture or a Rally. Like, especially if, like, on turn 4, if I can play this along with a 2-drop, that's probably going to be good enough. Yeah, I'll just take Cull the Deck, I think. I'm interested in this type of effect, at least one of it. Alright, so what do we got here? We got Tesseract's Technique, which is, we could try and splash it, but I'm not that interested in splashing it. 2 really good time cards. Scorpion Wasp is also fantastic. There's a Seed of Chaos to fix our power. We don't have anything that's double influence requirements. Well, Spirit Drain, but Spirit Drain is a 6-drop, and I hope not to play it. There's a Fatal Misstep, which I think we would play as a Devour. We already have 1. I don't think we want 2. And a Curator's Spear. Retribution is also something that I think was added in the recent draft pack editions, and I think it's been really good. I think it's been very helpful for Justice, just to get rid of stuff. Yeah, Seat is decent. You know, it fixes our power. It makes it so it's a dual land. Also, I just don't know how many more Fatal Missteps we're going to see. Because I think we only saw the 1 in the last draft, or in the last pack. I mean, Seat's got to fix our power. We also have Bannerment, so yeah, we'll take a Seat for now. Ah, here we go. Paid off for staying open. Lethroy Falchion is really good. It's only +4 strength and +1 toughness, but it gives lifesteal. And you just slam this on a flyer, and you will go to town on people. We only have 1 flyer and Scavenging Vulture, but we could probably find a couple more of those. Sabotage is unplayable. Premature Burial just doesn't do enough. And Gorgon Cutthroat is just not something that I'm interested in. So I'm going to take a Lethroy Falchion. Okay, so there is Caleb's Favor. Deals 2 to the opponent and draws us a Fire Sigil to help us kind of deploy our power base. There's also a Granite Monument, which is a power, but if you get to 5 power, it is a 4/1 with charge for 5. I think it's the Monument here over Caleb's Favor. Just power that does things is very valuable. So, alright, so there is a Laser Blast, which lets us deal damage to a unit of sight equal to our unit's health, which we don't have a lot of health. So this is going to be underwhelming, so I'm just going to take Rapid Shot. Rapid Shot is very powerful, and it basically is a removal spell. Okay, I'm going to take Okessa's Audience here. It's a plunder effect for 1 power, so you'll always be able to play it. And then late in the game, it's just a 5/5. So I'm going to take it over Recogulator. Although Recogulator does like being sacrificed to things like Combust and Devour. Okay, so there's a Dark Wisp, which also likes being sacrificed. When it dies, you draw a card. I like Junk Obstructor. I know a lot of people don't, just because the body's pretty middling. But again, like in the last pack, I think I overvalue Plunder. So I'm just going to take Dark Wisp, though. I liked 1 Dark Wisp. Do I like a second one or a second Vulture? There's also Cowardice, but Cowardice says they can't block. It doesn't say anything about attacking. There's also a Wandering Forge. I've got Devour, I've got Combust. I think because I have Lethroy Falchion, I'm more interested in taking a flyer over... Yeah. Hey, Roshi, welcome. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the... Yeah, I know, I'm sitting in my kitchen, and my AC is running because I live in the south, and we're in the middle of a major heat wave. Yeah, I'm going to take Vulture. I'm going to take... I think I take Hoof Slash. I don't think I'm playing a Magma Javelin or a Hoof Slash. So I'm going to take Hoof Slash. Ooh, Dark Water Vines is a good one-drop. I don't know how much discard we have, but I'm going to take it for now. And we'll see what goes on otherwise. Javelin is removal. You're correct. But Hoof Slash kills the opponent. Okay, so this pack, the rare is Meditative Trance. I don't think this card has text unlimited. Behold the Truth is really good. There's one draft I had where I went 5-3, and all 5 of my wins were because of Behold the Truth. We're very far away from Ring of Glamour. We're kind of committed to Stone Scar at this point, so I'm looking at Toxic Cloud, which is a 2/3 deadly and stealth, which is fine, and then when it hits them, they discard a card. I think our 5-drops are better even with Dustuff Brawler, so I think I'm just going to take this Rune of Flame. Like I mentioned previously, you just pay 5 and you just get to sling 2 damage around as a power, and it goes well with Granite Monument. So I'm going to take the Rune of Flame. Here, I have no 4-drops. Well, no 4-drops aside from Lethar Falchion. So I'm going to take the Spear Frenzy Warrior over the Leatherhide, I think. Hidden Crusader is very powerful. I had a draft where I pack one, picked one, and definitely drew many cards off of it. I'm not really interested in Sentinel Mold here. I'm going to take Spear Frenzy Warrior over Leatherhide. But Sentinel Mold is fun. I'm sure it is. But I also only have 14 units, and I definitely want to get a higher number of that, and Spear Frenzy Warrior is just fine. General Izia, she just got a buff recently. So now she's a 2/3 instead of a 2/2, which is very relevant, so she doesn't die to Blitzstone. So there's an unchecked Upgrader, which is really good with our flyers, but we also only have 2 flyers. So I think I'm just going to take this Awakened Instigator. We've got a 1-drop, we've got some decent 2-drops, so I'm just going to take this Instigator here. We didn't pick up any Overwhelm tricks, so it's just going to be a ground unit, though. Is that better? I think I take Upgrader instead, actually. Well, we get a second shot at Awakened Instigator, and I think it's the pick here. We're too far away from Steering Strike, which is a very powerful card. I'm not splashing Racketeers. We're not playing Cyber Skimmer. Yeah, I'm just going to take this Instigator then. Yeah, Upgrader does seem is very powerful when you can get things going. Unfortunately, all of our tricks are quick draw tricks, like Anoa's Fury and Rapid Shot. Yeah, I don't think we're playing Hoof Slash or Spirit Drain, so we'll just take Instigator here. There's another upgrade, or there's an Afflictor. We can pay 2 to exhaust it, discard a card, and play a -1/-1 curse on an enemy and gain health. We only have 1 card in Dark Water Vines that cares about discard, and then we have Shadowpath Intimidator that also discards. And we have no cards that care about being discarded. So I think I'm supposed to take another Upgrader here over like Spiny Grenadin. Okay, so we have a few options here. There is a Rune of Illusion, which is very strong. There's also a Minister of Obeyance, which is just a 4-mana 2/2, but you can pay 4 to kill an enemy unit and buff your enemy units by +1 strength. So I think I'm going to take the Minister here over the Rune. I think it's close, but I think Minister is just going to be very, very strong. See? Paid off. We get the Rune anyways. We get the Rune anyways. We are not playing any of these cards. We're not playing any of these cards. We're taking Agile Strike, but we're not going to play it. We're not playing Bottled Insight. We're not playing Agile Strike. Okay. So, cutting Agile Strike. We got 4 non-sigil powers, which is nifty. 2 runes, which is also good. Okay. So if we add power, this puts us 17. I don't think we're playing the Prism Stone. We're definitely playing the Audience and the Sellsword. Let's see, what else? Is Dusktuff Brawler good in this deck? It is a 5-drop. We have Warband Chieftain. I don't think I can go to 16 in this deck. I think I want to be at 17. So we're looking at units. I guess we're just cutting Dark Order Vines. I don't have enough ways of triggering it. Because I do want it to be a 2-1 region as opposed to just nothing. And then is it am I cutting Cull the deck or a power? Devour is probably also something that we can cut. That Devour is also an option. Devour is also great at basically stymieing removal instead of just being like, oh no, I lost my guy for nothing. Then I get to, I get to draw 2 cards off of it. I think I got Cull the deck. Run it like this. Alright. Let's see if we can get a 7 wins out of this one. My last draft was I first picked the Primal Sketch, which I don't think you ever have any chance of really amplifying it in this format, just because of how aggressive it is. And then I got Ursa Squadron, and then I just fell into Rakano, which is kind of like my comfort zone, I guess, in this format. The fire aggro decks are really good. Blitzstone is like arguably the 3rd or 4th best common, probably. But Topple and Ursa Squadron are just so good. So we'll see where we land. Oh, perfect. Against Lazard. Hey, it's a pretty close matchup. I'm 25th master, they're 24th master. And, If any of these were 2-drop creatures, I think I keep this hand. I've kept too many of these hands and just gotten hosed, so I'm gonna send it back. Okay, this is better. I can keep this hand. It's less exciting than the other hand, but I've got a Bloodspear Foot Soldier that I can attack with on 3 and hold up a Noah's Fury. Oh, beautiful. Now I can play Granite Acolyte instead if Lazard doesn't play a unit. Which, of course, they do. I'm definitely attacking first. Yeah, they're going to take it. That's fair. I'm playing the Fire Sigil. I think I like playing Granite Acolyte as a 4/1. Yeah, I'll just play it as a 4/1. No reason to go crazy and try and put the weapon here after I'd already attacked. What's your 4-drop? So they're playing Time and Shadow. Okay, they played a Stealth unit. I'm thinking that this is Nurturing Sentinel. That's my thought. And this attack will tell me which it is. Because if this is Nurturing Sentinel, they're going to block this here, and they might block the Apprentice on the Foot Soldier. Because this block doesn't do anything, because this will become a 4/2. They also already played around a Noah's Fury once. Interesting. So then this is Leatherhide? I think this is fine. Oh, it's the Concealed Veteran. Okay. I'm just gonna play Rune of Flame and Vulture. I wanted to save it to deal 2 damage, but they have another stealth unit. Okay. Well, we get to upgrade her, attack, make our Vulture into a 3/1. Play Shadow Sigil, say go. I'm going to use this to plunder away a power if I draw it this turn. We don't need any more power, really. Yeah, we'll take it. This is the Operative or the Leatherhide? Botanist? Oh, well, that's bad. Botanist says whenever they hit me, they make a 3/3. So that's not great. Not great. Okay. Well, another Nose Fury's nice, I suppose. I'll attack though. Yeah, I will eat this Mandrake. I think I'm still gonna save this Okessa's Audience. Unfortunately, we drew our other Nose Fury, so it's not the best. Yeah, no, we take 2. Not keen about it, especially because you get to make another stupid 3/3. This is where they play like a Populous controller. Okay, Beseech, sure. A Leather Falchion would be real nice. Oh, a Flyer? Cheater. Remember you go to your void, it gets +1/+1. Okay, well. I will attack, you will block, and I'll Nose Fury. And then I'm going to play the Sellsword to stop the Botanist from attacking. Like, we'll draw another power at some point, won't we? Deck, please. We've got 32 cards in the deck. We've played 5 power cards. We've plundered away 0 of them. What is it with these flyers, man? Stop it. No, they're my cards. Give them back. Okay, well, we'll get our value here. And then no reason to hold it. And then I'll just draw a 5/5 and say go. Blitzstone would be a great draw for us. And for our opponent. I hope they didn't draw it. Stealth unit. We didn't have any 5-power stealth units, so... Oh, they drew our Intimidator. Okay. Mill 2 power. Ha, joke's on you. Yeah, we'll exhaust that and get in for 6. Say go. I wonder what else you drew. You drew my Intimidator. And then what else? Oh, this could be the Sludge. Sludge would be annoying. I don't want to play a Reckless Valor. I'm just going to play Sentinel, say go. Stupid Vampire Bat holding off my Vulture. Or at least until I find my Rapid Shot. Rowhammer. Yeah, this card's a house. Not very good right now. Ooh. I like that. I'm gonna play Sphere Frenzy Warrior as they go. She has to attack, but it'll at least force something interesting to happen. Oh. Oh, so I'm dead. Well... So, on the table, that's 6, 12, 18, 24, 24, 40, Not counting the hidden units, I'm at 21, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. No, I'm so dead. So dead. Wow. And it was a growing sludge. So yeah, I was super dead. Yeah. We were having a fun and interactive game of just playing our units, and then they played Behold. I had a deck with 2 of those, and it went 3-3 or something. 2-3, something like that. Behold, the truth is ridiculous. It's overwhelmed, it's overrun. Yes, Behold, you're dead. Not much to say about that game. I mean, if we had drawn a little differently or a little better, maybe we would have gotten there, but not stressing about it. When you have that card in hand, you just get enough units in play so that blocking just is not relevant to anyone. This is actually good. I'm probably going to plunder... Well, actually, I have a fire. I want to play this on 1. And I'd rather plunder away a sigil as opposed to one of these into a power, but let's see what they do and let's see what we do. Okay. I've got good late game stuff, so I'm gonna plunder away my foot soldier into a fire so I can play Bannerman on 2. Intimidator. We just played against you. And by you, I mean me. Okay. Well, at least we're not drawing 2 units in a row. I could just kill this, but I'm just gonna play Bannerman. Make a fire. They're obviously on the aggression. If they have a trick, but I'm still gonna block. Yeah. Oh wow, they have nothing. Oh no, they probably have, Fatal Misstep? If they have Misstep, what do I want least to happen? I'll just make a Sentinel playing around Misstep. I don't want them to kill my 3-drop. Alright, so now I'm going to play Spear Frenzy Warrior. Oh, they didn't have anything. Okay. They could have Lightning Strike, so that's a reason not to put the Falchion on this, so I'm just going to attack. They got nothing. I'll let Commando say go. Unfortunately, I don't think this... I don't think this game is very interesting for our opponent. They kill our 3-1, that's fine. Alright, so I'm going to put this game very far out of reach for them. They don't know they're dead. But they're dead. Once they can kill this stealth unit. They could have... Merciless Officer, No, Merciless Officer wouldn't even be a trade. I don't think they have anything that can trade here. Yeah, not as a 3 cost. I don't think they have anything that can trade here. Oh, they had the Trito. Okay. Yeah, there's no 3-power stealth units that have Deadly natively. The Trito is the closest because it plays a Razorbot. Oh. I think this game is over. And then don't have Lightning Strike? Flash Freeze, okay. Flash Freeze is fine. Flash Freeze is acceptable. Especially since they found their power. Alright, big stealth unit. So this could have... this could be the 2-3 Deadly. So I'm gonna play the 5/5 and say go. Oh, this could also be the legendary, the 1/4 with Deadly and Valor. If I draw a power, I'll have Det Cannon up. Well, now they have 2? Well, we will attack, and I don't think any of their blocks are going to be good. Oh, they're going to double block this? Oh, then they give both their guys that? Cool. I'll quick draw, plus 2 strength. I think 14 should be enough to kill both of their things. It was. It was. Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough. I don't know how they would come back from that anyways. That's more like how we want this deck to play. Hello, Azrael. I could do better. I could do better. This is technically better. It's not exciting, but it's technically better. Being on the draw, I like having Blitzstone, especially if they're fire. Yeah, Granite Monument. We're not gonna get up to Granite Monument. Oh, especially if they're Rakano. Well, okay. This is not the unit I wanted to Blitzstone, but it's the unit we're Blitzstoning. Ooh, beautiful. Get my Shadow Influence going. Attack for 3. They're not going to block. See? It's because this is a Rampaging Commando. No, it's not a Rampaging Commando. Oh, is this the 3/2 Valor? Oh, Pumport's Engineer. Okay. Now that card is pretty good. It's a 2/2 Warcry, and if it dies, you then get to pay 2 to draw the top unit of your deck. We'll attack. If they block, I'll kill it. If they don't, they take 2 damage. Sure. Then I'll play my own Spirit Frenzy Warrior. Haha. I bet you didn't see that coming. Depending on what they do, I may Rune of Flame this away if they go under 2 power available. Yeah, I'll take it. I'm not excited, but I'll take it. What's the follow-up? Orin Brute. Okay. Well, we'll attack. Yeah, just take 4. Feels like a waste just to use this, especially since they can just pay the 2. So I'm just going to play Dark Wisp and say go. That may have been wrong to hold on to the Rune of Flame, especially since we've got Minister in hand. Yeah, this has to attack my homie. Okay. Roll in its favor is fine. Unexciting, but fine. Attacks. Well, this has to attack. It's reckless. Reinforced Baton. Oof. Okay. You want to kill my Bannerman. Yeah, that's fine. Attack with everything? Okay. We'll block. For the most damage. Draw a card. Chieftain. Ooh. Well, I guess I kill that. I attack for 4, kill the baton. And then I should be able to untap, but barring something ridiculous. Okay, that's fine. And I take a bajillion damage. Let's see here. So this must attack. Oh, wait. So I'm at 7, so I could attack. They don't block. I play Chieftain. They attack with everything. I block the Spear Frenzy Warrior, which causes this to die. They hit me for 5, and then any combat trick, like an Anoa's Fury, kills me. I could slap the Falchion on the Spear Frenzy Warrior, attack for 8, gain 8, go to 15, and then I'm just out of racing range. Wait, hold on. 4, 8, no, okay. I can't kill them this turn. That's what I was trying to figure out. I've missed lethal way too many times. Yeah, just take 8, I'll gain 8. Our life totals will switch places. I'll be at 15, you'll be at 7. Now if I draw my Rune of Illusion, the game is just over. They have like Crown Watch tactic, which is a 3-power trick that gives +3/+3 on lifesteal. I don't know if that's actually in the draft packs. Yeah. Take 7. Ooh, a 6/6 flyer. That's pretty good. Well, we're going to attack, and I am going to eat your guy, thanks to Anoa's Fury. Yeah, Anoa's Fury. I'll actually gain 11 and go up to 19. And I have enough power to play something else. Yeah, I'll just play Chieftain. They go. Now they have to attack with the 4/3, and they're attacking with that one as well. I mean, I'm at 19, so I'm just gonna take it. I assume their plan is to play something else. No? Oh, well, then I'll just kill you. Okay. Whew. Lethari Falchion is really good. +4 lifesteal. +4 strength and lifesteal is on a weapon is just whatever. Hey, Hats! Welcome. We are currently 2-1 and mulliganing with this Stonescar deck. This is better. I'll keep this. I'm less happy about keeping this, but I'm going to keep it. I would love to draw like a Shadow Sigil. Oh, I guess... I guess that's to do with my power, so I'm going to play this Fire Sigil, and I'm going to plunder away my Spear Frenzy Warrior. I know it literally won us last game, but I want to play my Dark Wisp on 2. Ooh. Multi-faction. Interesting. Alright, play Dark Wisp and say go. If they attack, I'll offer the trade. I don't think they will. Okay. Interesting. I like being aggressive. It's my biggest flaw. So I'm going to make this a 3/1 in attack. That way, if they do want to trade for it, I get a card back out of it. Yes, Hats, I am aware. I'm sitting in my kitchen. This is not a good studio, and because it is the South, we are in the middle of a massive heat wave. My air conditioning is on. Oh, they had Botanist. This is the second Botanist we've run into. Alright, I guess I could attack. I think I'm supposed to just play this 2/2 flyer and say go. I wonder what the fire is for. I wonder what the fire is for. Oh, wow, that's aggressive. Well, I will offer some trades. What goes bad for me here? There's a Noah's Fury, quick draw. There's no shadow tricks, really. And no time. Well, I guess there's a time trick that's +2 health and deadly, but those aren't going to be useful here. If they have Noah's Fury, oh, they have Shackles, of course. How did I forget Shackles? How did I forget Shackles? Okay. Well, this is now a 4/1 charge. I'm going to attack. I'm not happy about it, but I'm going to. I'm going to play a 3/1, and then I'm going to draw a 5/5. Yeah, Shackles is a card that I thought was bad. However, it's actually just really good. It's a one-sided fog, and then you can pay more power to fog another thing. I did win a game once where my opponent alpha'd. I amplified it 4 times to fog their entire board. Well, that's unfortunate. And then kill them on the crackback, because all my units were stunned. So you're going to make another 3/3. I'm at 9. I don't like this. Besides, what do you fire for? And you make a 5/5 yourself? I think I'm dead. I think I'm very, very dead. It's like I block here. If I make the best blocks for me, which is here and here, I'm taking 8. And then if they have... Okay, so I go to 1. Then if they have literally anything, I'm dead. No, it's just another Thorn Beast. What do you fire for? So I can play Bannerman, sack it to Devour, gain 3 life, block the 2 5/5s, and then go to -6. Cool. 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 Fun was had by all. Oh, Metal Fang, yeah, that would be a reason to be fire in their deck. With Helmet, with double Thorn Beast, yeah. I can see that. And I guess the Light Hoof making the Botanist unblockable will make the first Mandrake. Then the Shackles to prevent me trading for it again. Yeah, that just spelled my doom. They had the right sequence of cards there. I don't think there was anything I could have done better. It was like playing around Shackles. This is like, well, I guess I'm not blocking, but then you're also not dealing damage. So playing around Shackles is just so difficult. I had one opponent who was like a 4-faction control deck, and they used the Shackles to like blow me out. And then I had a line that could get me lethal, but on their turn, before they passed the turn, they were like, I'm going to turn back time for Shackles. And I'm like, well, I guess I'm not winning this game either. That was unfortunate. But I think they also had like a Dickrow that had already hit me twice and had Regen. There's no way I was beating a Regen Dickrow either in that deck. Alright, here we go. Oh, man. Technically keepable. Because I could go Shadow, Okessa's Audience, Plunder away, I think the Granite Acolyte for my second power, but we can draw better 7s. Excuse me. This is better. I'm going to keep it. I like it better than going to 6. But we will need to draw either a power or a plunder card. That is neither of those. Audience would be like one of my best draws. I'm gonna pitch a power or pitch something. Our opponent is really considering what they want to discard for their Learned Herbalist. I bet they have their third power in hand, and they don't want to discard it. Ooh, they chose not to discard anything. Well, I think I lead on Foot Soldier. Oh, no, they had their third power. They just didn't want to discard anything to make a Secret Pages? Interesting. Rusty Grenamotive. Now that card's pretty good. Whenever it attacks, you get one of your power back, and then you can Berserk it to get 2 of your power back on a single turn. You're probably not going to attack. Well, there's third power, thankfully. Not the third power I wanted, though. I think the sequence I want to do is Rampaging Commando, and then if I draw a power, I'll do Upgrader, but if I don't, then I'll do Gaudy Showman. I'm just going to play this. I could attack, but I don't want to trade right now, so I'm just going to say go. And then if they attack with this and don't have any follow-up, well, no, they're going to have a follow-up of some kind. But they can get to 6 power this turn if they really want. And I'm not trading my 2/3 for their Rusty Grenamotive to not play a 6-drop. If they Berserk attack into a... Berserk attack into a Populous controller would be pretty bad for me. I think I could still beat it. It would just be bad. And they said, go! Interesting. Well, I will buff the Foot Soldier. What do they have? Do they have like a duel? Okay. Well, how do I play around Shackles here? I think if they have Shackles, I Showman the 2/2 and attack, because then they'd have to block with this, which I'm fine with. Yeah. I unfortunately don't get the attack with the Commando, which I guess, well, if that was my line, I guess I should have put the Rampage on the Commando and attacked with both. That way they would have to trade here or trade there, and they would still be taking 6 either way. I'm very surprised they didn't attack there, so I'm curious what they have. Okay. So they either have a power or a treasure trove. They have a power. They also have a treasure trove. They have a debt cannon. So they're going to punch themselves for 3 to get rid of my Showman? Yeah, okay. And then they're going to get power back. So then go back up to 2 power. They have a trick, which they did not use, and then it's back to my turn. Okay. I could execute that now, or I could upgrade her. I think I like upgrading here. Sure, I could attack and then rapid shot to save my guy, but these bodies are mostly replaceable. I don't want to execute this right now, so I'll just play upgrader and then I'll voice the burden on what they want to do to them. I guess they could shackles and trade trade their shackles for one of my 3/1s, but or they could make this trade and then fog, 3 damage. I think I'm fine with that exchange. Alright, we'll end the turn. Surprised they just took it. Is this a controller? Well, I could be a populous controller at this point. Yeah, opponent's deck is very interesting. They're trying to get to 8 or 7. Single attack and then berserk attack. Okay. So they're getting up to 8. I'm not going to block. If they can kill me from here, more power to them. Scythe Slash. Okay, so that's 14. And then I'll take 6 again. Go to 9, and they're at 12. And then they follow up with a Kanya. Okay. Into Det Cannon, kill the Upgrader. Thanks, nice guys, finish fast. Huh. And well, thank you for the raid as well. So they can't Kanya. Yeah, I think they needed to play Kanya first. Obviously, if they play Kanya first, then that changes things, but they would still have gotten 3 power out of it. They'd be up to 9, and then if they drew a power, they could, do the thing. They would have lost the Herbalist in the exchange, which is probably why they didn't. So, if I attack, they're just dead. Right? If I attack with both, I can't. Oh yeah, no, they're dead. They're dead. They're dead 6 ways to Sunday. So I attack with both. If they don't block, they're dead to Rune of Flame, or they're dead to Det Cannon. But I can just rapid shot whichever one they don't block, and then execute one of the exhausted units. I have multitudes of ways of ending this game. Okay. So they make that block. Or they don't. Oh, they just say, let it happen? Okay. Then I will do the most efficient way to win the game. I think the Herbalist only gained them like 2 or 3 life. But yeah, we had a million ways to end that game. It's also the first time I've seen Kanya in draft. So that's not nothing. Yeah, I agree, it's a weird line. Like, they still would have had the Kanya back to block, is the other thing. Like, she still would have blocked, I would have taken... So let's say that they play Kanya first, they attack with the Herbalist and the Grenamotive, and Berserk the Grenamotive, because that's still the correct play. Then I block the 2-2, most likely. They, instead of putting the Scythe Slash on the Grenamotive, they put it on the Herbalist. Then I take 6 and then 2. So I'd only take 8 damage that way instead of the 14 I ended up taking. And they still would have had a 2-4. They would have had the other one. This hand's a little awkward, but I think it's still fine. Well, I think this hand's still fine. I don't know if there's any way that our opponent could have gotten out of that one. Especially just on that point of the game. I'm gonna say go. I don't want to plunder any of these away right now. And then I can wait for them to, like, play an X2 this turn, which they're likely to do. Okay, they're gonna play, like, an Urza Squadron. Tower Inspector. Well, that is still going to eat a Blitzstone. Yeah, Tower Inspector, very powerful card. Queen's Elite. Okay. Good. I'm glad it's all going according to plan. I'm going to audience away the Wisp. And then do I just want to hit him for 5 or do I want to hit him for 3? I think I hit him for 5. Well, I'm good. Glad to know you aren't blocking. I don't think they'll block. I don't think they'll block. Well, is it better to attack, hold up a Noah's Fury to, like, eat this stealth unit, which I think they're going to want to not block with so that they can get this Queen's Elite tandem attack off, and then draw the audience, or do I play Upgrader? I think I like playing Upgrader because then this gives me out next turn to Awaken Instigator. And if they block, that's great. This trades for basically everything that they're going to want in their deck. Yeah. No, this is great for me. I'm 100% fine with this trade. Oh, they were their own Blitzstone, sure. And then they just hit me for 2? Oh, no, they hit me for 5. Oof. Okay. That was a much better exchange on our opponent's end. Did not consider... for some reason... I was an idiot and didn't consider Blitzstone into into Urza Squadron. So I'm definitely gonna block now. They probably have. Oh, they didn't have anything. Okay, that's actually good for me. Yeah, I'll play Scavenging Vulture. Say go. I don't think we're winning this game. I think we're pretty far behind the 8-ball. Oh yeah, especially. Oh yeah. Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna try and trade in 2-for-1 myself here. You offer me tribute? Why? What are you playing after this? Stop it. Well, get that off the table. Let's have a clear board and see if we can stabilize. Ankle Cutter. Okay. I'm gonna play a 5/5. I'm gonna hope that's good enough. I block. Great. Sure. This is all fine. I'm not happy about it, but it's all fine. I don't think we're winning this game still. They have 5 cards in hand, and we have none. Blitzstone, sure. Well, I'm not blocking right now, so I'm going to attack. And I'm going to hold this seat until... Oh. Maybe I should have considered blocking. Actually, yeah, this is actually decent. They attack, I block, I devour, go to 6. Well, these draws are awful. And then... Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Just don't have Finest Tower. Or that. Yeah. Mega Uber dead. Okay. Well, now that we've got more people, then we can do a draft with more feedback, which is great. I don't think there was many lines that I would have had in that game to get out of that situation. So, yeah. Alright, let's draft again, shall we? Ooh! This is the second time I've opened Pisto ever turning. Pisto is a legend. They are 6 fire, fire, justice, justice for a 6/6. Whenever the enemy plays a spell, Pisto deals 3 damage to them. Then if I have no cards in hand, I draw 3 cards. This is very powerful, but they're also double faction, which makes them very hard to first pick and play. I did lose to this card once because my opponent gave it +3/+3 and flying, and then they gave it double damage from Sentinel Shifter. There's also a Stalking Assassin, which is we had in the previous deck, never drew it. There's a Retrofitted Sentinel, which is pretty powerful as well. You can either give it charge or the top unit +2/+2. Works great with Blitzstone, because you get to do both, essentially. Disgraced Cadet is another multi-faction card that's fine. Because like you play Blitzstone, you play this, then you attack with a 6/4 deadly flying charge unit. The commons aren't much to speak of. Stormhawk Concoction is the most powerful. There's also Reliable Troops. So I think I'm taking Pisto or like Retrofitted Sentinel. Unless I should just be taking Reliable Troops instead. But this pack is very top heavy. I just don't know how good like taking a fire justice card is first. It just seems very very committal. But if we end up there, who knows? I think about being safe, I take Sentinel, though. Or Retrofitted Sentinel, I should say, because Pisto, the Ever-Turning, is also a Sentinel. I don't know, what do y'all think? In fact, I'm going to grab a bottle of water real quick. No insights yet. You know what? For science, we're going to take Pisto. And if it's not open, it's not open. Well, Searing Strike is very powerful. but it's also not something you want to first pick, especially after taking Pisto. The rare has gone out of this pack. There's a Shockwave Elemental, turn for the worst. However, I'm looking at Inquisitive Alchemist, which is very powerful, and then Glen Pathcutter. I think it's just Inquisitive Alchemist. I think it's, well, Shockwave Elemental is pretty good too, but I think I just want to take the Alchemist here. Yeah. How hard do I want to force Rakano Fisto? Do I take Queen's Elite over Bloodspear Foot Soldier? You know what? I'm glad I'm not having this decision be made for me in the open, because I could just force this now, and then maybe it's open, maybe it's not, and we can just go from there. Also, there's an uncommon and a common missing out of this pack, so... there's an Awakening, which is great with Queen's Elite. There's also just another retrofitted Sentinel. I'll take that over Awakening. I can find more of those if I need them. I'll take Inquisitive Alchemist here, although Hypnotic Valkyrie is probably the best faction card in the pack. I'll take Grenadid because I want to be Rakano. I'll take Engineer. Orin Brute or Rampaging Commando. We will need twos, but I'll take a Commando here. We're not playing any of these cards. See, there's an Awakening, and we may play this to Diplomatic Immunity. Learn the truth. One of your units becomes awakened. Each unit in your market gets that unit's strength and health, and it also becomes awakened. There's also Furnace Mage. It's probably just Furnace Mage. I'm live on the internet. Oh. Sorry guys, gotta take this. Sorry about that. Duty called. So... I think I'd take Furnace Mage. I don't think Learning the Truth is particularly good unless we get market access. And there's no other cards in our faction, so I'll just take Furnace Mage. I like Pumpworks or Workshop Tinker. Tinker is pretty good. It also works well with Inquisitive Alchemists. Yeah, get some value going. Ooh, Send to Market or Gloves of the Pyromancer. We're already playing Pisto, but Pisto wants us to get empty-handed. So I think we should take Gloves over Send to Market, but we also don't have any removal. So I guess we'll just take Send to Market here. Ooh. We don't have many weapons. But Rakano Artisan does buff our weapons. Somewhere RNG is crying out that we're passing Rakano Artisan. I think I take Roaming Cache. It's a 2-drop and we're going to need 2s. Speaking of, we're going to take Bastion Gatekeeper here. Over almost everything. Ooh, Barricade Basher? Don't mind if I do. Yes, Hardsight Cyclops is good. Bannerman or Banner? I think we take Bannerman. We'll take Showman. We'll take Peacekeeper. We'll take Soul's Fury for Reach, because we were probably going to need it. Ooh. Pick up a Char? Yeah, I'll play a Char. Another Showman, a Privilege of Rank, D'Angelo Counterfeiter? Yeah, we could play Counterfeiter. It's not exciting. But I think I wouldn't mind having a market that I can access. Ooh. Scythe Slash or Gun Down? Oh, there's also Retribution. It's probably just Retribution. Retribution just... yeah, I think it's just Retribution. None of these cards... well, actually, no. I'll play Magmatic Sentinel in the market. Get Flooded, put that in there. Take an Emerald Overcharger here over Privilege and Magmatic Sentinel. I'll take Gloves here. I'll take Bladekin Apprentice. I'll take Obstructor, probably not play it. And Snare looks like a perfect market card. I'll take Showman. Ooh. I've got 5/2s. Yeah, I guess we'll play Pirate up to Virulent's favor. Ah, it paid off. We get Fire Sketch. It plays a Inferno Tower, which you can pay 3 to exhaust an enemy unit. Perfect. Exactly what we want. I'll take Det Cannon or Mod Ready Drone. We have a bunch of 3s already, and we don't have a detonation cannon, so I think we take the cannon here. Last line defender. Oh, there's a reliable troops. Yeah, we'll take reliable troops. We do want Lava Burst. That's another great market card. Challenger's Axe. Yes. Hi, Glenn. How are you today? Glenn Sapper's insane. We do have a Bannerman. No, we can't splash Glenn Sapper, can we? Can we splash Glenn Sapper? I'm passing up an Oran Brute. I don't think I can, but we'll take it anyways. Alright, I'll take a Rune of Law. I'll take a Vanguard. I'll take an Awakening. I don't think we're playing 2. I'll take another Reliable Troops. We're not playing Freight Azri. And we're not playing Tactical Expertise. Okay. So which cards are we putting in the market? Sentinel is definitely going in the market. And Snare is going in the market. I guess I can technically put Glenn in the market, although I don't think we're going to be playing any Shadow cards to speak of. I don't think we're playing Diplomatic Immunity. We have some good... Oh, Lava Burst is going in the market. That's right. That's what I wanted in the market. Put Lava Burst in the market. We need to make a lot of cuts. We can put Furnace Mage in the market. There we go. That's our market. I thought I cut you, Furnace Mage.
John?
Sorry, my roommate is telling me about Deshaun Watson possibly being released by the Texans, but there's no news that's popped up yet, so we'll continue deck building. I think our 2s are better than Pyrodept. We don't need to play Junk Obstructor.
Oh, it's fake news. Never mind. Sorry.
It's always fake news. Always fake news. Yeah, we're not even gonna try and play Glenn. I will put I guess we'll put Challenger's Axe in the market as well. That way our market is a flying defense card, a Relic Hate, a finisher, and a unit attacker. And then we have 16 power. We have Bannerman to fix. We have Reliable Troops, which can help get our Justice out of the deck earlier. Sorry about that. And then here. This seems fine. This seems pretty okay for opening a legendary and a multi-faction and forcing it. Seems alright. Yes, we technically forced Rakano, but my last 7-win deck was Rakano, so... Oh, hello, Beard Broken. I don't know if you're watching the stream, but I know that you are in the same Discord. No, this hand's fine. We're going to keep it. Alright, we get to play Fire Sigil. And we get to hold up Char for 2 turns. This is... Alright, we'll start our turn. Say go. Alright, we'll start our turn. Yeah, I'm gonna Fire Sketch and make an Inferno Tower. Because the next turn I have the option to Bastion Bait Gatekeeper, plunder away one of these sigils, and then Treasure Trove. Stealth unit, eh? Alternatively, I could just reveal that. Let's just char it. Evoker. Ugh. That's less than good. We'll play this, we'll play Gatekeeper, plunder away this, and say go. Oh, they had Blitzstone of their own, I see. Oh, that's a lot of damage. That's so much damage. Jeez, alright, Treasure Trove. I am good drawing power now, deck. I don't need to draw any more. Yeah, I'll make this trade. I'm not happy about it, but I will make it. Play this. I guess play Gaudy Showman. Well, Yeah, I guess I'll just play Gaudy Showman and say go. We are really behind the 8 ball here. We draw Pisto, everything's gonna be peachy, but maybe a while before we find Pisto. Oh, Gravity Glove? Sure. Take a Bajillion. Oh, into Side Slash? Oof. So now we're at 4? Man. Play that, sack it, does nothing. I think I just gotta play my 2 units. And then they have cannon, okay. Dead 6 ways to Sunday. Okay. Let's do better. Let's be better. Alright. This hand is awful. This hand is not much better, but I will keep it because we're on the play and we've got a bunch of 3s. And our best 3-drop. Well, I will play my Roaming Cache. Pyre Adept, sure. Interesting. Yeah, I think I want to stun them, because then that sets up a Mercenary Vanguard attack next turn, and I can get pretty close to empty-handed for this Barricade Basher, so I think that's what we'll do. See what else we get. See what Lazard has in the pipeline for us. So I wonder what Lazard's gonna do here. Okay. 3-drop. Interesting. So it could be a Nurturing Sentinel, but I don't want a Retribution or Nurturing Sentinel. Any of the fire ones they trade. There's a handful of time ones that don't, but like the 3/3, but I don't mind forcing damage through. Oh, that's exactly what I thought it was. The frontline healer. So instead, they gain 5, and then cool. This is fine. This is all good. Plus, I wasn't going to be able to Retribution it unless before this thing went off, so. Well, I guess I could have stunned it, but I want to use Retribution as a kill spell. Alright, so Showman exhausts the 2/3, no attack. Well, I will Det Cannon you. Oh, they have something? Oh. If they had a Shackles, why didn't they use it? They could have saved 4 damage by not Shacklesing. Whatever. That's fine. And if they want to do the double trade, that's fine with me. Yeah. Next turn, I'm probably going to play this Barricade Basher, and our opponent may not have. Well, they are playing time, so they'll have the things that they can use for that. Nothing? I don't want to lose this Retribution, so I'm just going to play this Basher, discard Bastion Gatekeeper. Not excited about that, but I do want to get a 5/5 into play. I'm also 100% not blocking this Barbarian. 100% not blocking. Like, you only make this attack if you have a Scythe Slash. Oh, they had Bottoms Up. Similar effect. Sure. I take 12. We're gonna attack. And then I'm just going to give the top unit to my deck, because I don't want to use this on this. So I'll make this trade all day. So like this would be where like an Anoa's Fury would get me. Oh, they have the 4/1? Sure, I'll make that trade instead. Go to 8. Oh, I have to attack with my Basher. Then I'll play Rampaging Commando. And this should represent lethal. They have 3 cards in hand, 5 power. Oh, Frenzied Omnivore. Oh, that's actually fine. So they trade. They hit me for 2. I go to 6. I hit them for 5. They go to 3. Play Reliable Troops. Get my Justice Sigil. Say go. And then I think I have to block this in case of a Scythe Slash. But they need 2 tricks to kill me. Okay, they only have 1 trick. So I will block. We trade. They can play any unit and the Retribution kills them, but they don't have anything. Okay. It's pretty good, I would say. Alright. For first win, not too shabby. Oh, the Boxer. The Boxer was one of the first people I played, or they were my round of 32 opponent in the Open last week. I'll keep this hand. It doesn't play turn 1 troops, but I can maybe set up a line where I can go troops and activate it in the same turn. This is fine. I'm not excited about it, but it's fine. Boxer mulligan to 6. Oof. Unfortunate. I think no matter what happens, I'm going to lead on Bladekin Apprentice here. Yeah. I guess I could have led on troops, but... Do you have a 3, or do you have a removal? They have a... They kind of have a 3. So... All the 3-cost shadows, for the most part, won't be able to block this. And I can't... Oh no, Rolling Fog would block it. But I can just reveal it to get in. Deep cover operative, yeah. Okay. Stinks that they wouldn't have been able to block it, or they wouldn't have blocked it, but... Because I would have loved to land Reliable Troops or Queen's Elite. But I can just Queen's Elite this turn instead. So yeah, we'll just Queen's Elite this turn, attack. They can make this trait, or this eat, if this is like a Rolling Fog, but this is fine. Okay. Now we're cooking with gas. And they're Feln, so this ensnare might be good. Surprise raid! No! Alright, well, I'll take this damage. Yeah, okay. This is fine. Ooh, a Fate card or an Echo card? Moldermuck! Moldermuck can eat my shorts. Play this. I think I'm transforming this Sentinel. Actually, no, I'll transform the Reliable Troops. Play the troops. Get rid of Moldermuck. Screw Moldermuck. That card is not fair. I've had it in a draft. I played against an Inconstructed. That card's not fair. Alright, well, Boxer is drawing all of the cards. There isn't a card that Boxer isn't drawing. Nesting Raven, sure. Okay. We'll attack again. Because now the top unit of our deck is getting +8 +8. That's fine. And then let's give it +10 +4. Now let's give it +6/+6. I have removal for this orc, but well, I'm debating not attacking. Oh no. But yeah, I'll make this block. Now it's 11 all, so let's see what happens. I'm getting close to where I could, like, I could lava burst. Meet my swole dude. Here's my Bannerman. He's an 8/8. Sego. Oh, their Echo is unstable form. Well. They had the answer for all of our Warcry-esque shenanigans then, I suppose. Oh, into Rune of Trickery. Jesus. Alright. Okay. So those attacks. Is this Merciless Officer or something? It's probably not Rolling Fog. Could be the 4/4. Could be Jufi. If it was Jufi, something else would have been going on. It could be the 5/4. Okay. This is what we'll do. It was rolling fog, okay. That makes sense. Alright, that's good. We'll attack with these two. Wait, I'm at 8. If I attack with these, they like block and block. They take 0. They have 8 power on the backswing. They have any removal spells, I die. But what I could do is I could Counterfeiter, play Awakening, discard Cyclops, make 3 blockers. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Okay. Kind of what I expected to happen. Awakening. Pitch Cyclops. Then play Counterfeiter. Bottled Insight to draw a card, sure. Do you have another one? Oh, you had Geyser, sure. Okay, well. Alright, Lava Burst is not in the equation anymore. Oh, they had Rune? Okay, so that's 4 that I can't block. I can't block that, so I go to 3. They're at 15, and I have no flyers. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Is this justice for forcing Rakano? Is that just all this is? Is justice for opening a legendary and forcing it? I guess so. Alright. Here we are. One more loss and we're going home. This hand is awful, even if it has our pack one, pick one. Oof. I think I can do better on the draw. Yeah, we'll go to 6. I'm not happy about it. Definitely not happy about this. But at least we're on the draw. At least we're on the draw, he says, after drawing a not power card. There's a power card. Unraveling Fanatic. Well, that card might get out of hand. It might. I don't mind the extra cards, though. Those I don't mind. And our opponent is on the aggressive. Or on the aggro. You don't wanna trade? Alright, cool. We're gonna barricade Basher, and I think we're gonna get rid of this hard sight. Well, I'm gonna get rid of the gloves. I think I'm gonna need all my units. Pesto, you are late? Early? One of those. I'll take it. You probably have a Finest Hour that you're representing. Alright, next turn, this Fanatic is going to get really big. And I need a game plan. So they're just chaining their Openway suppliers into each other. That's adorable. We'll attack. And I guess I'm gonna play the one unit in my hand that can't get killer attacked by Openway Supplier. God, this... Okay, so we're just dead again. Okay, we're just dead. We're just dead. Jesus. Alright, okay. We just burned some gold in that draft. At least it didn't 03. At least it didn't 03. I thought that deck would have been better. Oh well. Alright, let's open some packs. Dark Frontier, let's see what's inside. Ooh, a Street Urchin. This card's annoying. Omens of the Past, set 2, what do we get? Ooh, Library Phoenix, nifty, nifty. And what's in the first set? Empty Throne. Show me. All Lost Kings, cool. Alright. What we're gonna do right now is I'm gonna take a quick break. And we'll be back with another draft here in a little bit. Hope everybody had a good break. Go use the restroom, get a bottle of water or two. Alright, so that draft is clearly just an exercise in us being greedy and getting appropriately punished for our greed. So, this time we're not going to be greedy. Okay. Undercover Enforcer is factionless. And you can pay 1, discard a card to play Disrupt, which is either Killer Relic or Silence a unit. That's pretty good. I don't know if it's better than Pumpworks Engineer, which is the, pretty good. The only commons of real any note are Glen, Pathcutter, and Gnashing Displacer. I think it's just Pumpworks Engineer. Illuminator was interesting. I was listening to an older episode of Farming Eternal where they talk about how good this is in Praxis. But you don't want to take this and then go into that deck. You want to kind of already be there. But I think it's just a Pumpworks Engineer. I think it's fine. Sure, it dies to everything. But I think it's the strongest card in the pack. By a lot. I don't know. It's close. Well, we get to follow it up with Skysweeper, which is also fantastic, so paid off a little bit here. We're passing a Blitzstone and a Mercenary Vanguard. We're also passing like an Afflictor, but I think it's just very clearly Skysweeper. Plus we get to stay Mono Justice, and we get to continue that train by taking Tower Inspector. It's a really good 2-drop. We're going to stay pretty Mono Justice. We're passing like a Foot Soldier, a couple of Runes, and a Leatherhide. We're not really missing out on much. Okay, so we can take a Reliable Troops or a Moderate Drone if we want to stay Justice. We can take a Wild Ossuary if we wanted to run into Primal or like a Rune of Flame. I guess this is more of like a personal preference at this point. Our cards are fairly aggressive. Like, we want Tower Inspector to be attacking as a 4/3 at least. Pumpwork Engineer wants to attack. Skysweeper, turns to a 4/4 flyer. So I can see taking a Reliable Troops, because we'll pick up a Moderate Drone or a similar 3-drop pretty later. And the ones are a lot harder to find. Perfect. Now we get to pick up like Stormhawk Concoction here. And maybe hedge into Huru. We don't have any of the Berserk cards that go great with Concoction. But Primal's been flowing pretty freely. Alternatively, I could take Deck Cannon here. But I think if we take Concoction, the upside of us being able to be in Huru is just way, way up there. We're already halfway to Concoction. Well, now we have a pack with nothing really in it. There's no uncommons left. Minister of Abeyance is probably the best shadow card here, but I think I'm going to take Nurturing Sentinel. I've lost to a Combrade deck splashing Stormhawk Concoction, and Sentinel is just good, especially if we want to be slower, but this deck is fairly aggressive. But I don't think I'm taking anything else. Like, I don't want to take Bottled Insight in a Huru deck, really. But Shadow's open, so I think I'll just take this Minister. Alright, well, this Telekinetic Shackles is super late, so if we had taken the Sentinel, we would have been paid off bigger with this Shackles pick. I'm just going to take the shackles here. We would take another reliable truce, but we can find those later. Alright, here I could take Gnashing Displacer as a primal card. I could take Mod Ready Drone. So I'm taking Mod Ready Drone over Genius Combatant, but I think I like Displacer more than Mod Ready Drone. Yeah, I guess so. Alright, this pack doesn't really have anything. Deep Cover Operative is the best card. I guess technically I can play Awakening. I can technically play this and this. Okay. Well, this pick is easy. It's the Factionless Legendary with the Speaking Circle. So we're definitely not this, but we're definitely taking Speaking Circle here. Otherwise, not a whole lot. I would take like Seek Power or Ancient Manual, I guess, but no, I'm just taking the Speaking Circle. Here, I like Auric Sentry. It's a 1/5 Endurance and Warcry, so it attacks easy and it blocks easy. It doesn't kill much, but I think that that's the pick here. Frostbite, Wild Rider. I could just take this Treasury Guard and stay Justice. There's a Heavy Artillery, though. I don't have any Valkyrie, though. Yeah, I don't have any Valkyries is the problem. I have no fire cards yet. I guess I'll take Treasury Guard and stay Justice. I'm not happy about it, but we're going to take a Covenant Peacekeeper here. Stay as mono Justice as possible. Okay, there's a Bannerman and a Junk Obstructor. If I want to play this Stormhawk Concoction, and I kind of feel like I do, I would rather have Junk Obstructor. Just as a Berserk card that can, draw a bunch of cards with it. I guess we'll take it. I'll take a Porter. I'll take a Porter here over a Shield Bash. There's a Piercing Shot, though. I think Piercing Shot's better than Porter. We could end up in fire. There's a Gaudy Showman and a Learned Herbalist. I think our time cards are pretty good. Like, Telekinetic Shackles is kind of where we're at there. I can still take Herbalist here. I do like Ice Bow if we end up Primal. We're definitely Justice, and we're just kind of waffling on whatever our second color is, our second faction. I'll take Ice Bow. Well, there's an Elysian Banner, which makes it easy to splash Time or Primal if we end up like Combray splashing this concoction. So I'll take Banner. I'll take another Peacekeeper. I'll take a Deputy. I don't want to play it. And I'll take a Snipe. Clear the Way. So Clear the Way makes 2 3/6 Roadmakers, and when the Roadmakers hit the enemy, I play a Sentinel from my hand. I can sack a Relic, which I have 0 of, to make it 3 cheaper. I don't think that's it. There is this replicated Sellsword, though. I'll take the Sellsword. Channel the Tempest. Okay, there's a Karmic Guardian. We saw one in the previous pack with the Speaking Circle, and we couldn't take it. I think we're just going to take Karmic Guardian here. So I think what we are supposed to be is we're going to be a Combray deck splashing Primal for this Stormhawk Concoction. Because Karmic Guardian is just insane if we can get it going. I liked Junk Obstructor earlier. I think I'm liking it less so since we're not as much, trying to lean on doing Berserk shenanigans with the Stormhawk Concoction. So I'm going to take this Towering Terrazon. It's just a bunch of beef, and it costs 5, which is a lot better than it costing 6, like Populous Controller. Here, I could take Workshop Tinkerer as another 2-drop, which we do need. There's also a Seed of Wisdom to help splash this concoction. But I think I'm closer to wanting to play a 2-drop than a second faction source. Especially since I have learned Herbalist to help kind of fix our power in that way. I'll take Tinker here. Okay, I'll take Pack Beast. It's a little bit of ramp, and it's permanent ramp, unlike the Open Way suppliers. And it's a 2-drop. I'll take Rebuke. I guess we can take Detain. I'm not playing the others. I'll take a Bannerman here now. It helps fix our factions. I'll take Dispel. Take Dispel, take Dive Bomb, and Roland's Favor. Okay. So now we open a Shadow Legend, which we are so far away from. But I think I'm actually supposed to take Topple. The cards that I should be considering, I think, are Topple, Populous Controller, and Noble's Enforcer. I would like a Populous Controller, but I don't have any hard removal, and this deck is going to want a Topple, so I'm going to take Topple here. There's a Sky Sweeper, which I think is the pick over Alchemist. There's a Merciless Officer, which does go well with our Stormhawk concoction, and I do want to splash it, but I think I just want to take the Sky Sweeper here. Well, actually, no, I've got a bunch of 3s already. Let's take the Officer, because it's a 3 that's also a 5, and it doesn't matter if I don't have Primal early. So there's Overthrow and Nectar Snare Lotus. I guess I should take Overthrow. Growing Sludge. Okay, that's another card that can do nutty things with Stormhawk Concoction. Take that. Another Shackles. Or an off-book Officer. We got 19 units already. I think we're doing all right there. So I think I'll take another Shackles. Because it's basically removal. And then, wow. Was Justice open? I'm not sure. I would like an Ursa Squadron, but I am kind of low on actual removal still. So I think I just want to take another Topple. That's probably wrong. Yeah, I guess I should just take Topple number 2. Alright, we'll get Orin Brute. We'll play an Open Way supplier in this deck, sure. I'll play another Reliable Troops. I don't think we're playing 2 Orin Brutes. Maybe play that. We're not playing that. Okay. So, Manufactured Force get out. Dispel gets out. Let's add power. We're only playing 1 Primal Sigil. Because we've got 1, 2... 3, 4 sources for it, for 2 cards that don't have to be played early. So I think we want 16, because we do want to play this Speaking Circle. Maybe we play 17. Go up to 9 Justice sources. Well, I got Roland's Favor and a bunch of Reliable Troops. I don't think we need that many. I think we cut Overthrow. I think we cut Treasury Guard. Cut Orin Brute and Obstructor. Okay. So we have a little bit of the combo in Stormhawk Concoction plus Merciless Officer. But I think our main plan is going to be to use this concoction on something like a Growing Sludge or a Terrazon.
Any chance you got a second on?
Yeah. Alright, looks like we're needs help moving something, so I will be right back, and we'll be back with the games. And we're back. Sorry about the delay. Had to move a love seat. Just a reminder, this is the deck. So we've got Speaking Circle as our late game. And we've got decent number of units. We also have Stormhawk Concoction as a in-game win condition. No Populous controllers, though, so it's a little interesting, but... Oh, Cat Planet. This is fine. Yeah, this is fine. A little slow on the draw, but... Oh, is our opponent doing the same thing we are? Multiple Covenant Peacekeepers is spicy. Spicy, spicy. Wild Azri, sure. Ooh. I will play Tower Inspector. Oh yeah, this is just a straight up mirror match. So they're going to play a stealth unit. Oh, they're going to play Open Way Supplier. Okay. Into another blueprint. Okay. So their fixing is better than ours, but stun, attack for 4. Go. We will get this as a 5 cost though. Root of the Observer with Killer, Stealth Unit, got it, sure. They have done the thing. Attack for 2. Alright, play this. We're not going to attack, but I will get Primal. This is probably like one of the better things probably in their deck. But it looks like they're Elysian splashing Justice for something. This didn't attack. And I do want to get this off the table, but I'm just going to take it. Yeah, it feels like they have like a Shackles or something. Then I draw Shackles of my own. No, I'm just going to play this is a 4/5 Sego. It's like I smell a Shackles. It just smells like a Shackles. Yep, I was right. That's fine, though. So I wonder what this is. Stun it? Oh, it's the launching Osprey, sure. Well, that's actually a good thing for us to stun so that it doesn't jump in the air and kill us like this Wild Osprey is threatening to do. Oh, don't have Behold. Oh, start the turn, great. Well, let's attack. Oh, sure. Yeah, that's fine. I could play Terrazon and hold up Shackles, sure. This will prevent any Storm Hulk Concoction shenanigans. Or, in this case, Rune of Law shenanigans. That's fine. No, you won't. That's not Stormhawk Concoction. Okay. We'll attack with these two. No reason to go crazy. That's fine. Play this, do this, play this. I guess we'll play this. I'm not... It's just a 2-1 at this point, so... It blocks. If they're their own concoction, then things are a little wonky, but we'll make these blocks. Great. Perfect. Love it. Paladin, sure. Okay. Attack with these two. No Berserk. I mean, it could be another Shackles, but I don't think it is. They already used their Shackles anyways. Who would be a monster and play multiple Shackles? Me. I'm that monster. So go. No need to play this banner out. Osprey, sure. We'll take 3. Attack. No Berserk. Yeah, just take 4. I'll play this banner now. Say go. Biggest thing I'm going to worry about right now is a life steal trick. Please no concoction. Good. Okay. Herbalist, pitch this. No reason to trade off my officer for, I guess, the paladin in this case. Secret pages, get this out of the deck. Deck, please. We've drawn 11 of our 17 power in the top half of our deck. Stop it. And they're obviously holding this back because of concoction, so that's good. And then we'll see how big we can get our growing sludge. Sure, overthrow that. That's fine. Say go. I want this to be a 9/9 before I even consider attacking with it. Okay. 9/9 does beat this, so we'll attack. Jump and then double block, presumably? Or just single block? Oh. Pulse for Health does not save your Xenon Guardian, unfortunately. And then we'll play Engineer and say go. I still think it was correct for them to hit the Merciless Officer, though. With the overthrow. Attack with these. Maybe I should have... We're very far ahead, so I don't know if it matters too much. Sure, makes sense to me. Oh, if I attacked with everything, they'd be dead. Alright, well that's my fault. I guess well no, I was playing around Shackles, I guess. We'll tinker. They have a response. Oh yeah, we'll keep the speaking circle on top. In case there was any doubt as to who's winning this game. Yeah. The speaking circle would have just made their entire game plan untenable. Alright. Oh, howdy do. Howdy do, howdy do. This hand's awful. This hand is better. I think I keep it. If they're aggressive and I die, so be it. But I've got Topple for their biggest thing, I've got Lotus for their next biggest thing, and then I've got Karmic Guardian. Ooh, I drew a 3-drop that I can, that's actually proactive in Auric Sentry. Auric Sentry also blocks really well. I'll open Supplier. Say go. Well, depending on what they play, I may topple it. I'd rather not. Excuse me. Ah. a 2/2 killer. I don't think I want to topple that. Just, talking out loud. We'll play this, and I'll play Auric Sentry. So you go. Attack with both. And they played a Justice Influence. Oh no, they gained Justice off of this. Interesting. So they're representing Finest Hour? Sure. I'll take 4. Into a big stealth unit. Well, guess what? Stealth unit dies. Well, okay. Inquisitive Alchemist, not the stealth unit that I wanted to sling that into, but... And then I'll just play Reliable Troops and say go. Sure, it can get killered, but I have enough power in hand to do what I need, so I'm not worried. Yep. No, I'm not worried. Populous Controller. Okay. Well, I can't attack into that now, so I'm just going to play Carpet Guardian and say go. Bastion Gatekeeper, sure. Plunder, sure. So, honest question, why are you fire? Yeah, no blocks. Sure. Well, Banner's nice. Lotus. Lotus will kill that. Attack. Play Inspector, say go. I do need to find my second topple here very, very fast. Sure, take 8. Oh, Shackles? That's actually a great draw for me. Just attack, and, oh, I can do this too? Fantastic. So I'm not going to be able to kill this Populous Controller, but I can at least get some of the stuff off the board, however. Alright, we'll block here. Then I'll just boop, boop. Take no damage. Still not happy about this. Concoction. Well, I do need to gain some life, so we'll concoction the Guardian. They have something. Don't be Shackles. No! Ugh. I mean, I wasn't winning this game anyways if they didn't have Shackles. Or if they had Shackles. Oh. Sure. And then attack with everything. Block, block, block. Actually, this is technically better. Not by much, just technically. Jeez. Telekinetic Shackles, really good card. Still not sure if I could have played around it. Like, I couldn't put the concoction on anything else. This hand's great, I'm gonna keep it. And yeah, I'm just gonna play on anything first. I kind of had to put it on the Carpet Guardian to help gain me some life and draw me more cards, and instead it did nothing. So, man, Telekinetic Shackles, that's one hell of a card. Ticking Grenadin. Absolutely. Yeah, this is enough power. I'm obviously going to draw a Justice Sigil here in a little bit, but this is enough power, deck. I don't need any more. Don't Blitzstone me. Okay. Banner. Attack. And then Justice. I will block the Ticking Grenadin at this stage. We'll stun that instead. Perfect. I have not done that. Okay. Orange Jailer. That's pretty good. Sure. Play this. I can't attack anymore, but I will play this Tower Inspector. Fortunately, this Orange Jailer is about to make our day really miserable. Oh, playing Oran Brute instead. Okay. Do you have a follow-up or something? Oh, you're attacking with those? I'll offer this trade. Well, this trade and then this block. Yeah, this is fine. Yep, take 3. Oh, beautiful. I'm going to play Officer and attack for 4. Perfect. Next turn. Oh, Jaravika, thank you for the raiding party of 68 people. That's huge. That's such a big number. Yeah, what do we do here? Welcome the, what is this? What's this? The Gecko crew, I suppose. We're playing Eternal. We're in the middle of a draft. Apologies for the sound. I live in the south, and it is exceedingly warm, and so that's why the air conditioning is on, which is messing with the audio. So I can't make this a 4/3 and do what I want to do with Shackles, but I can attack and then see what goes on. See what they want to do. Well, Jaravika, I made top 4 of the last Expedition Open, so I am heavily committed to trying to make the top 4 of this Open. Hence, why I'm practicing. Oh, they're just going to take 4? That's actually better for me. And then I'll play Skysweeper, say go. I am not going to discard this Telekinetic Shackles. Oh, it's Sanity Scorcher. Well, now my my Skysweeper is going to look very embarrassing. So blank you. You deal no damage. And then get you off the table by double blocking? If you want to use a trick to save your guy, by all means. Maybe I'm doing it poorly, who knows? Somebody will know. Well, no, we're not double attacking here. Oh, they're gonna size. Ooh, wow. That is an aggressive line by our opponent. I'm fine with it though. Malagi munitions, make your creatures grow. Sure. So you're attacking for 10. I'll chump. I need to draw a unit this turn is what I need. That is a unit. So then 1, 2, 3. Attack for 6 puts them to 7. Activate. Draw end of the turn. Yeah, so they can pop this to make it a lethal attack. So I'm forced to block. Just attacking with the 6/6 though. Now, there's no tricks they could have that kill me here, so I'll take 6. We draw up. Dinger! We'll say go. Thanks, Ravika. I hope you have a good one. Enjoy your night's rest. Or I hope it's a night's rest. Oh yeah, I have to double block. No options, but so let's play this. Attack for 4. They have to block. It's a trade. They're going to attack with everything anyways. Yeah. No good outs for me this game. Yep. Chump. Just in the middle of Chump City. I need to draw a From the Heavens. Instead, I draw a sigil. Oofs. That was unfortunate. Alright. Let's see what we got going on here. I can do better. This is technically better. Technically better. Let's see what our opponent's got going on. Are they still considering mulliganing? Or are they considering what their first play is going to be? Oh, they were mulliganing too. Okay. Alright, let's see what our opponent's up to. Alright, well that's actually pretty decent for us. Oh, there's Skycrack. Interesting. Wind Cloak. I'm not sure that card's good, but hey, to each their own. I'm discarding these sigils because I should have plenty of them. Should. Stealth unit, sure. And there's one that they could have that would ruin my day, so I'm going to play Auric Sentry and say go. Because if this is Rolling Fog and I attack into it, then I just lose my guy for no reason. I mean, they could pay power and do that. Oh, they're going to Pitfall Trap, so sure. Then you can pay 1 to loot if you put a unit. Oh, they're also Justice. Interesting. Okay. Well, this is a safe attack no matter what this unit is, because it's not, well, it's not any of the fire ones, and it's a primal one. And if they block, it's, okay, yeah, they take 1, that's fine. I'm going to Tinker. I'll keep Pump Work Engineer on top as a 5/5, and then I'll roll in its favor. Say go. Because now we're going to draw a 5/5 Pump Works Engineer as a stealth unit, which should hopefully be surprising. Right, Sentinel is getting the top unit of the deck chart, or giving the top unit deck +2/+2. Actually, I want to do this. I want to Lotus this away, then attack. Yeah. Sure. Say go. I guess I'm playing this engineer next turn. Primal. Karundu. Sure. We'll start our turn. Oh, I think I just do this. I want to know what this is. Oh, it was the 3/1. Sure, yeah. I would have been fine trading that, I guess, for the 3/1. I just didn't want to get blown out and just have nothing. Now we got a 5/5 Pumpworks Engineer ready to battle. We still haven't had a window to play the Skysweeper. I wonder what our, oh, they have, okay, well if they have topple, then I was alright. Womp. To a 3/3 Spiny Grenadin. And then they're gonna loot, sure. Negate an enemy fast spell. Well, I wasn't gonna have many of those. But we'll attack, as we should. Yeah, that's fine. Then I'll play Skysweeper, say go. I'm going to hold this sigil just in case I need to pitch it to the Skysweeper. No weapons in your void, which is good. And what's your follow-up? Nothing? Cool. Yeah, we'll discard the Time Sigil. So now I've got a 4/4 flyer. I'll attack. And then I have a 5/4 Tower Inspector. Who's really big. And our opponent is going to have a hard time blocking. No, I'll take 3. Stormcaller. Oh, so that was going to be their line? Sure. They're going to loot first. Okay. They got two good cards in hand. They discarded Blueprints, so. Well, apparently what they drew was not good enough that they wanted to continue playing the game, so. And I did think that we had board superiority there. Right, let's play one more. Then I've drinking 3 bottles of water, and so I'm gonna take a bathroom break, and I recommend everyone else do too. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. I need to draw something that I'm going to want to pitch to this Herbalist, which might be this Sellsword, but... And I'll need a 3rd power. Most importantly. Well, I'm playing Openway Supplier instead, so... Because I'm if this lives, I'm just going to Sellsword away my Peacekeeper. Yep, that's what's happening. Sellsword, this, play it, go. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. Then we got a topple for Carnage's next play. Absolutely. Well, maybe I don't topple that. Let's attack. Oh, wow. Then I actually get to get the real blowout. Alright, and I don't want to discard anything in my hand, and I do want to get the secret pages, so I'm just going to say go. I never expected the Killer Auric Sentry. 5-2. Yeah, I'll topple that. Attack for 4, which is not the fastest clock in the world. And then pitch this for secret pages so that we can get our primal. I mean, I know that this format's aggressive. I'm not playing Centaur Outrider aggressive yet. Oh, well, that's just gravy. Well, this attack is easy, so we'll make it. They get to block, but yeah, that's fine. I'll say go. Play like a Populous controller. Bone Mask. We'll chump. And we'll play this. Oh, do you have like an Overwhelm trick or something? Nope. Okay, cool. We'll start the turn. And, yeah, I'm going to, do this. They do have time, which makes me a little afraid of, like, a Shackles, but I think I need to do this to get into the game. Show me Shackles. Nope. Great. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love it. You love it. You'll love to see it. Yeah, Stormhawk Concoction is insane. Obviously, this isn't the best start for it, but all right, we can get rid of this now. We have enough max power. I'm also just going to kill it with this next to the 6/7 Nectar Snare Lotus. Ugh, Jesus. Side Slash. I'll counter that with this. Into Dive Bomb to save it, sure, okay. In other words, nothing happens. That's actually pretty cute. So really, that was a 2 for 2 in everyone's favor. So topple the 6/7, sure. Well, I can't attack now. Then I'll say go. Now I have a 6. Now I have a 7/6. Right. Also, by the way, Carnage is the individual who won the previous Open, so they're not bad at Eternal either. Attack for 7. Play my Sky Sweeper. Topple my Terrazon. I'll discard that. I'll attack with everything. And that's it. Woo! Got there. Stormhawk Concoction only dealt, 4 damage and drew me, 5 cards, but sometimes that's all it takes. Alright, we're going to take a quick break. While I run to the restroom, I recommend everyone else do the same. Grab some water, grab some snacks, whatever you feel like. We will be right back. And we're back. Alright, let's see if we can get to 5-2 with this deck. Because remember, the Open that starts tomorrow, the first round is 28 games, but you do 4 drafts, and you have 7 games of each draft. It's not like the queue, where it's 1st to 7 wins or 3 losses, whichever comes first. You just play 7 games. So it's possible to go 0-7 in that stretch. And I think the line that you're probably going to need to beat is essentially like 4.5 wins per draft. As you can see, I'm Master, so I'm going to be lucky enough to have 2 wins going into the first draft. So that actually makes it a little makes my threshold for losses a little bit easier in the first one. But the second, third, and fourth drafts, you want to get to that 5-win threshold in order to make sure you make it to the second day of competition. that's going to be the big thing going forward with the drafts tomorrow. And as far as I can tell, what I think works right now is Justice is the best faction. I think the data kind of shows that as well. I really like Rakano. I like Combre. Huru can get there as well. And this is some of the other stuff that's a little tricky. This hand's great. I'm going to keep it. But that's just where. That's kind of where I'm. Where my thoughts are in the format. Shadow is good as well. If you're Argent Port, I don't think you can be. Speaking of, I don't think you can be super into the discard deck. You can have a good discard deck come out of it. Well, why would you do that to me? Opponent, why? I still think that ordering is correct. Well, blow that up. Let's get in. And then I'll play Sybil. But then if I draw a power, I'm just going to slam this Terrazon. They're going to Permafrost my guy? Sure. That's fine. Well, an 06 is a good blocker. Except in the face of a 6/5. Polymorph. Alright, so our opponent had some good cards. We want Primal. And then I can't attack. Because they have an 06. If you want to be defensive, an 06 is where you want to be. Herbalist, pitch. Say go. In your void. Play this, get the Primal Sigil out of our deck. Great. Skyscraper's great. I'm going to attack for 3, though. They might just block with this, or they might have a Lightning Strike. Sure, this is fine. Let's play Skysweeper, say go. If they play and draw a... Okay, so they don't have a deal damage effect. Ah, they needed Justice for their Iron Priestess. Well, unfortunately, this Nectar Lotus is hitting the bin, because I think Telekinetic Shackles is better. And we'll attack for 4. In the air. Unblockable. Can't be blocked. Don't have it. These factions have 0 flying. Well, I say 0 flying. Sure. Stun those. Yeah, that's fine. That is acceptable. Oh, well. Actually, hold on. Cancel that. +1 for each unit in your void. They have 1 unit, so it's naturally a 1/1 gap. So stunning that doesn't do anything. I want to stun... Actually, is it better to stun and silence the 4/4? I could just shackles that. Yeah, I'll stun and silence the 2/2. And just say go. Yeah, I could just use shackles to make sure that this trade goes in my favor. I'll jump here. You have a stealth unit, sure. I'll draw a card. I'll attack for 4. I didn't want to use this. I didn't want to use this to blank a spell, but I guess we are. And I'll play Pack Beast. Say go. The boss. Thorncrawler. Ugh. Lifesteal. Well, normally I don't think that control... This form is very fast, but our opponent's deck is very good at slowing the game down. They've got No 6, they've got the Thorncrawler, they have Island's Frost Rider as a finisher. I need to find my Topple. I need to find it, like, now. Otherwise, this game is over. Yeah, I will block this now. It throws this to a 3-3, which is annoying. Oh, wow. Yeah. Our opponent's deck is fantastic. It's got a good control rare. Good control rare. It's got a good, mid-range rare. And I just draw nothing. Damn. And I was hoping that we would have we'd get to the 4th or 5th wins here, but instead, I guess we're just getting hosed. Our opponent's deck was good. Our opponent's deck had everything it needed to be controlling. Had a couple of great finishers, had ways of generating card advantage, and the Cave Watchman is as much fun as I like to make fun of it for just being an 06. That's enough to stonewall a lot, and they had the right removal at the right time, so kudos to them. They drafted a really good deck. And I don't think we would have had a good avenue to victory there either, so. Alright, we're going to do one more. Then I'm going to call it a night as far as streaming the games. I'll just do them on my own, but Life for Life is very powerful, obviously. You can trade a unit and play for one in your void. It requires a little bit of setup. You can get it with like self-mill and things like that of that nature. Camouflage Soldier is the most basic stealth card. It's 3 cost 2/2 or a 5 cost 4/4, which is unexciting on all fronts. Recycle is a little bit too much setup in order to get going. And then there's Well-Laid Trap. Of the commons, I think I'm just going to take Glen Pathcutter. Glen is the most powerful card in the pack. Obviously, I like Stormhawk Concoction decks. But if I'm trying to win, I think it's either Soldier or Glen. But we can play Soldier in any deck. So I think I'm going to take Soldier and then see what the next pack has for a strong direction into whatever I end up doing. Alright, so there's Rocket Blaster. You can pay 1, exhaust it, and stack a relic to deal 3 to an enemy. I think that's more of a constructed effect than anything. There is an Invisible Wall, which is an 06 with stealth, which, much like the Campfire Watchman, is a really good defensive card. I don't know how well that goes with Soldier. Tandem Training is very powerful, of course, but it's also multi-faction, and there's cover from the Storm if you want to be controlling. Other than that, there is a Ronin Vlaw and a Telekinetic Shackles and a Rampaging Commando, and I think it's Telekinetic Shackles here. I think Shackles is the pick. As much as I dislike it. Yeah, we'll just take Shackles. Alright, so in Time, we've got Open Way Supplier, which is a great common for Time. There's Rune of Law. Soaring Crasher is interesting, but it's more aggressive. There's also Concealed Veteran. I think it's just the Open Way Supplier here. None of the other cards really pull me into anything. Alright, we've got some interesting cards here. We've got Retrofitted Sentinel, which is a really good fire card. I don't know how well it goes with what we've got going on. There's also Mercenary Vanguard, but I would take Sentinel over Vanguard. Reliable Troops is a great Justice 1-drop, and then we've got a smattering of Primal cards, so I think Primal is definitely open. Rule of the Skies is kind of unexciting. Cyber Hyena does at least replace itself, even if it dies to everything. We already have 1 stealth unit, so Rooted Observer can become a 4/3 pretty easily. And there's also just a Gnashing Displacer. But Gnashing Displacer is kind of replaceable. I think I'm going to take the Sentinel here. Just need to remember that Primal is open coming in. I think this pack's coming from our right. Or is it coming from the other direction? I forget which direction we're being passed to, but I think I'm just going to take Retrofitted Sentinel. See what happens here. Perfect, actually. Well, hold on. There is just a topple in the pack. But Justice has not seemed that open, is the thing. So a rare, an uncommon, and 2 commons have been taken out of this pack. There's no time cards except Searing Strike, and Infused with Venom. There's no fire cards either, but there is just a topple. And I was so excited to be able to play like Searing Strike and actually, play it. I guess I just take the best card in the pack, and I think that's Topple. Alright, another Shackles. There's also a Raging Jackal. I guess, I'll take another Shackles here. It goes better with our time cards are better right now, I think. So I'll just take Shackles. I do like Raging Jackal, though. Okay, I'll take Nectar Stare Lotus. That's actually pretty okay. Here, I'll take Minister over Rune. Wow. That's a late Inquisitive Alchemist. And no one on this side is drafting Rakano. So I think we take Inquisitive Alchemist. I'll take this Ransack. I'll take Lotus. And I'll take Rule of the Skies. Okay. Hatchery Hunter is powerful, but I think it's a little slow. The one thing I know we're not Primal. And I want to be Time, if anything. And so I can wait to see what we get later. Like, I would like to be Combrei, thanks to Topple and Alchemist, but I've also got this retrofitted Sentinel and these others. So let's take time cards for now. Object Guardian is interesting, but it's really defensive, which isn't bad. 5 toughness is a little suspect, and only having 2 power, but Humbug Swarm is just way too expensive, I think. There is a Bastion Gatekeeper, which is obviously also something that's pretty good. I guess I just take Gatekeeper here. I mean, Auto Tread's also very powerful. Actually, no, I think it's Auto Tread. Auto Tread, you can reveal stealth units basically whenever you want. X1s basically can't be played at all. No, we'll take Auto Tread. We'll see what happens here. Right, there's Beacon of War and Ancient Lore as uncommons I'm interested in. There's a bunch of other stuff as well. Right, at this point, I don't think we're Shadow. I think we are supposed to be Praxis. And I think I like Ancient Lore over Beacon of War. I think we're a little far away from... We're not quite as aggressive for Beacon of War yet, and I'm not interested in any of these other cards. I'll take Ancient Lore here. I say that, and then we get past a 4th Tree Elder. Alright, I guess we play 4th Tree Elder. Get back in the pool, Inquisitive Alchemist. And then Twin Brood Sauropod is great. No cards for us here. Guess I'll take Bell, but I don't want to play it. I'll take Amber Acolyte. I'll take Dive Bomb here. Premium Ice Bow. Take Turn Back Time. I will play Humbug. Take Guard. Take Detain. Okay. Into a Find the Way. A premium one at that. Interesting. Otherwise, I'm looking at Send to Market. Actually, yeah, let's cut this. Let's cut Auto Tread. We'll be Combrei. I'll take Find a Way. I've got 2 great ways to splash in Amber Acolyte and Find a Way. And then we got From the Heavens. Perfect. So I think we do want to ramp a little bit. I'll take a Transfer. It'll be good. It'll be fine. I'll take a Transfer. It'll be fine. I do want 2, so I think I'm going to take the first Workshop Tinker over the second Amber Acolyte. I will take a Peacekeeper here, because we want units. I'll take... I want a Bold Adventurer or an Amber Lock. I don't have any Relic synergies, so I'll just take Bold Adventurer. I'll take Soldier here. I'll take Wisp. Take Pistol Whip. Probably not play it. Alright. Alright. What do we got? Alright, well, we're in Combrei, so I think we take Gavel's Insight over, like, Twisted Farmer. None of the other cards are interesting splashes. Alright, I'll take Pump Works Engineer. What are my 3s? I got Amber Acolyte, Camouflage Soldier, Peacekeeper, Engineer, and Treasury Guard. I think Mod Ready Drone is probably better than Treasury Guard. Another Open Way Supplier is great. I'll take a Bone Mask here. I think we can do something with that. I'll take Rune of Law. Yeah, I'll take Populous Controller 1 over Telekinetic Shackles 3. I'll take Rune. Take Force, I'm not playing it. I'm not playing any of these. I will play another Camouflage Soldier. And we're not playing Boiling Geyser. Okay. So we ended up in a somewhat controlling Combrei deck. Definitely want 17. I think we cut... Ooh. I think we cut Wisp. We're kind of getting away with Find a Way. I think we cut... No, I think we cut Mask. Alright. Let's see if this deck can get there. It just sucks how good, like, Topple is, that you feel obligated to take it when you see it. But I felt pretty good about our draft otherwise. Obviously, I would have liked a little more top end, but we got it from the heavens, so... And I think we have the ability to get up to 8 to use it to sweep the board if necessary. And sweepers are... I don't know, sweepers are really good in limited. They tend to win you the games in limited if things just get out of hand and you just can't, you know... That sounds fine. This is my Justice source, so I'll be able to play Soldier and Tinker on turn 2. And then I also just get to get them with Entrancer. I can trade for Ursa Squadron, but I really don't want to. Not like this, so yeah, I'll just make it a 2-2. They've got a Covenant Peacekeeper and a Sky Sweeper, which is good to know. We'll attack. Say go. And the Rakano, sure. There's your squadron. Alright. Play this. Attack. Amber Acolyte for Justice Sigil. So this is Sky Sweeper. And we can actually check to see if this is Sky Sweeper. Yeah, because I can target both of them, so that means this has 2 strength as well. So Sky Sweeper goes away. And we'll attack with both. Perfect. So then their follow-up is going to be Peacekeeper, but the Peacekeeper doesn't really have anything. Ooh, they have Time Sketch instead. Good thing we have Gavel's Insight. That's good. I kind of wanted to get like some real good value, which I still can. So we'll attack. I'm gonna Tinker. I'm gonna discard Alchemist to buff the top unit of our deck, and then I'll play Pump Works Engineer. We make a 2-1. Well, Entrancer's nice. I guess we start with Entrancer. Silence that. We'll attack with all our dorks. And then if they want to try and trade for this, that's fine. Like, all our dorks are kind of middling, is the thing. Perfect. We'll Tinker. I'll bottom a Time Sigil. I should find another one of those. Also, the top unit of our deck now has +3/+3. Battle Driver, okay. Speaking of. And then they're at 5, and they're dead. Great. Beautiful. Love it when a plan comes together. Love it. Alright. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Thinking of that last game, I don't... No, I think I should still play that game the way I did. Huh. No time for Find the Way, but I've got Tinker and Alchemist to get a Scout. Maybe a little aggressive, but I can keep it, I think. Maybe a little aggressive. Well, I didn't want to draw a Tin Brood Sauropod, I'll tell you that much. Battle-wise Elite, sure. Well, that's actually nice. Play this, pitch this, do the thing that I wanted to do. I don't think enough people pitch their Alchemists early when they have the opportunity. Yeah, I can't block. Why would I block? Stealth unit in fire. Shackles is nice. No, we'll scout. Because I would like to draw a unit. Well, I wanted to draw power, but I'm not pitching that. I'll attack. And fight, that's fine. I guess next turn I'm going to... oh, that's why. Okay. I guess next turn I'm going to find a way into a depleted sigil and take a while to do things. I mean, I've got Shackles. Another stealth unit? Sure. No blocks. So start the turn. Freaking 6/7 Nectar Snare Lotus. Play this, say go. I think this is... Ooh. Oh, this could be the 3/3. No blocks. Yeah. Perfect. I have the soul reads. What's your follow-up? Nothing? Interesting. Well, let's attack. I'll topple the 3/3 and end the turn. What I kind of want them to do is play a Populous controller so that I can just Nectar Snare Lotus and kill it. Oh, they just have a Nectar Snare Lotus of their own. No, I want to keep my 2/2, thank you. I'll take 4. Not happy about it. Shackles isn't bad. Find the way for another play Bold Adventurer. Attack for 2. Stem some of this aggression. Another stealth unit, okay. But now I'm just going to jam Sauropods, I think. Yeah, I'll block that. Now. Not happy about it, but... Sure. I'm at 8. Let's play Entrancer. No cards, that's fine. I'll just play a 6/7 Nectar Snare Lotus, and... Yeah, I think I need to kill something. Let's kill that. Yeah, no. No botanists. No botany. And as long as they don't have removal... I was afraid it was something else like a Rampaging Commando, but if they have removal, I'm dead, so... Maybe I should have just bopped this instead. Yeah, if they're playing fire, I'm probably dead anyways. No, maybe not. Siegebreaker. Jesus. Alright, I guess now I'm dead. Because I can only block 2 of these and I lose the game. So, That's unfortunate. I mean, it doesn't matter. I have no power remaining. Game's over. Womp. Alright. Do I need to block earlier? Maybe that hand was a mulligan. It just developed its power too slow. This hand's fine. Yeah, this hand's fine. Maybe it could be a little better, but this hand is okay. Alright, show me what you got. You can have a Granite Acolyte. I don't want you to have an Evoker. Especially when my plan is to play another 2-power 1/1. Jeez. Alright, attacks. Supplier, go. Oh, they don't even have their influence requirements yet. Oh, you have Lightning Strike? Sure, okay. You did it. I'll just play this 2/2. I got Argenport Soldier to kill the... Oh, they have their influence requirements now. Yeah. Play this. Play this. Kill your Evoker. Oh no, Cyber Hyena. Ugh. Oh, I thought it was Evoker. Well, no, Evoker's right. Evoker doesn't have stealth anymore. Idiot. Idiot. Another stealth unit. I am also not drawing any more power. Once I draw 2 power cards, you're going to be in trouble. Oh, you still had an Evoker. Hell's this bullshit? Oh, I'm taking 4. Nope. Trading both my guys for that. Alright, well that's 1 power. We're almost there. I'm about to put up the stop sign. I might play the 4th Tree Elder first, because if they have like a permafrost or a stun effect, I don't want them to just stun it. Jesus Christ. Stop it. Yeah, I don't want you to have a big snowbally guy. You have the Anoa's Fury, you have the Anoa's Fury. Okay, they didn't have it. Good. Good. Now you play your 2/3. Yeah, I'll play 4th Tree Elder first. Okay. I mean, Populous Controller will get hit by Ice Bolt as well. 9. Here's Populous Controller. I will block, as I am obligated to. This is the Anoa's Fury. Oh, I'm dead. Okay. Well, it didn't matter in what order I ordered those 6 drops then. Just would not have mattered at all. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's anything that I could have done differently. This hand's awful. can keep this hand. It lets me play my ancient lore. So, that's not nothing. I'm a little ways away from this Populous controller, but we can get there. Stone Scar, sure. I will snap trade for your Foot Soldier, given the opportunity. This also just might eat a Blitzstone or something. Or just get exhausted by Gaudy Showman, that works too. Alright. Another Gaudy Showman really gets me, but I think I want to ensure I hit my 5th and 6th power drop. Well, I got my wish. I didn't get the bonus off of it, but I got my wish. Into a Blitzstone, sure. Okay. So, I'll have 5 next turn. So, I'm going to Bold Adventurer and Peacekeeper, I think. They're debating playing a unit right now. Or they're doing math. Both of which are bad for me. Okay, they're going to Hot Blood Barbarian? Sure. Pitch a card, get a Temper. None of my units die to Temper anymore, but I do take 13 here, which is not great. So we'll play this. We'll Peacekeeper the 4-1, and then play Bold Adventurer. My plan is to block the Barbarian with the Adventurer, and block the Foot Soldier with the Peacekeeper. And then next turn, slam this Populous controller. And then pray that's enough. So just another Gaudy Showman, sure. Attack with both, block that, take 2, go to 7. Shackles is interesting. Do Shackles do anything? I don't think it does. I'll just play controller. They still have a deal 1, so I can't take 6. Okay, they attack. I think I'm obligated to make this block. Okay, that's good for me. I'm only at 5. Alright, well, Execute's bad for me. And then I'll play Rune of Law. No. Nectar Snare Lotus. Kill the 2-1. Now they have a deal 1 in their hand. But I will block. I'll block it, because I want to keep my 2-3 alive. And then this stops a charge attack. Oh. Jesus Christ, okay, well. Let's see what you got going on, opponent. So do you have like is this a Rampaging Barbarian? Or a Rampaging Commando? Yeah, it's a Rampaging Commando. Okay. Sure. 1, 2, and I can block you, so I'll do that. I'll eat the 3-1 for now. Now you can't deal spell damage. Okay, well that's a thing. Pitch this. Let's tinker real quick. Power does nothing. Don't be another Rampaging Commando. Be like a Leatherhide or something I can block. It's another Rampaging Commando. Ah! I don't think... Oh, damn it. Oofs. Damn it. I think this deck is way better than a 1-3, but a 1-3 is where it is going to be. Alright, well, that was it. That's it for now, at least. I'm gonna head offline, do some more drafting on my own. Unfortunately, we didn't do super hot today. I swear I had a 7-win draft before this. But thank everybody for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it, had a good time. And we are going to go see if we can raid someone else. Let's go over and see Cassandra, I guess.